High School for today's concert featuring the KMEA District 7 All-District Concert Band and Symphonic Band. My name is Michael Collins, and I'm the band director at Woodford County High School, in addition to being KMEA's District 7's band chair. It's my pleasure to welcome you to today's event featuring these two fine ensembles. Before we get started this morning, I'd like to thank Great Crossing High School, their administration, Dr. Brad Kiesler, Director of Bands, for letting us use this fantastic facility, not just for this weekend, but this is the third, I think, weekend our district has used this for honor band events. So would you join me in thanking Great Crossing High School and our folks? Beautiful place to play, and our students are really fortunate to be able to use it. So thanks again to those folks. The All-District Concert Band is under the direction of Dr. Brent Johnson. Brent Johnson was appointed Director of Bands in June 2022 and was previously Director of Athletic Bands at Murray State University beginning in the fall of 2020. Dr. Johnson completed his DMA in Instrumental Conducting from the University of Kentucky in 2021. Prior to his doctoral work, he spent 17 years as a high school band director in Kentucky, Texas, and Washington. He served 5 years as Director of Bands at Evergreen High School in Vancouver, Washington, in addition to teaching in Kentucky and San Antonio, Texas. Alongside his teaching, Dr. Johnson is an avid visual consultant and drill writer for high school marching bands all over the country, including the 2021 Bands of America Grand National Class A champion. Dr. Johnson received a Bachelor of Music Education degree from Murray State University and a Master of Music Education degree from New Mexico State University. I think our students have had a fantastic weekend under the direction of Dr. Johnson, and it's my pleasure to welcome the All-District Concert Band under the direction of Dr. Brent Johnson.
Well, thank you very much for welcoming us to the stage. It's been a great weekend. That first piece was the Quicksilver Gallop by William Owens. It's always really fun in band to play new music, and so all the music that I've programmed for the group today is all by contemporary, living, practicing composers that just feature a wide spectrum of how much support and how much we work together in the band world to promote new and fresh music. So that piece, though it sounds like it was in the style of a 1950s or 60s march, is just a few years old, and it's a really great piece. A lot of fun to play, and we've enjoyed putting that together. Our next piece is by Kataj Copley. He's a young 24-year-old composer still studying in Austin, Texas, at the University of Texas, working on his degrees in composing music. And so this is a great piece, and I want to read to you what he wrote about Ayo, so you kind of understand what the origins of this piece are. So he says, salutations, greetings, hello, hi, hey, yo, Ayo. These terms, along with countless others, have been used to greet people throughout history. However, the term Ayo is quite different. Rooted from hip-hop and jazz culture, Ayo is built in the Black language. It's used to tell when something is right, when something is wrong, when something is awesome, and when something is too sweet for words. Its use is seen with your closest people, your family, or the people who you know best. It's very personal. In short, Ayo is a personal embrace that can represent life. So we hope you enjoy Ayo. Thank you very much. As you can tell, it's a lot of fun. That piece is a lot of fun to put together, a lot of fun to play. It's always interesting trying to find music for these events that we can learn quickly and learn really well, but also are engaging and fun for our students to learn and play, and something also that the audience will enjoy. So we do hope you like that. Band directors, look at Kataj Copley's music. He's writing some really great stuff, so I highly recommend it. Our next piece is Letter to Claire, which is a beautiful slow piece written by a South Carolina band director, Leslie Gilraith. He is still teaching and actively working, clinicking and writing music. And I recently only discovered his music about a year ago, and I've played a couple of his pieces, and they're all really, really well written. Because he teaches band every day, really knows what works really well. So we've enjoyed putting this piece together too. We're just going to slow things down a little bit. And he has a really personal story about who this was written for, but we just talked a little bit more about who in your life would you want to share beautiful music. And as I hear this piece, and I really enjoy listening to this one, I think about what it would be like if somebody ever wrote a piece of music that was beautiful like this about me. And so I think about that from a personal standpoint. And music is so personal and so interesting in a different way to all of us. So we just kind of asked the students on this one to think about someone or something that was special or important to them, and who they might want to share a letter to, and sort of share those feelings as this composer did through this piece. So please enjoy Letter to Claire. We have one more piece to share with you today before we finish our portion of the program, but I just wanted to take a moment to first echo Mr. Collins' thank you to the hosts here at Great Crossings High School. We've had everything we needed to be successful, 2 great rehearsal spaces, a beautiful performance hall, all the equipment that we needed. And I know as someone who runs these types of festivals, it's a huge amount of work for them, for the host school, and for the coordinator, Michael Collins. And I just want to say maybe we should share a round of applause for all the work that those folks have put in to make this successful. I personally applaud the 7th District Band Directors Association for supporting events like this. It's as a practicing band director, it's more weekends and nights away from home, from our families, but there's such a deep love for what we do. Giving as many opportunities to these students as possible says so much about the teachers that that your students are lucky to be in the care of every day. So to those teachers, thank you very much for all the hard work that you're putting in every single day to inspire your students. Just getting them to want to audition and be a part of things like this takes connection and inspiration and lots of care and lots of love. And there are no teachers in the world that work just as hard and as diligently as all of our music teachers do. So I thank you guys very much for continuing to support that. And likewise, parents and family members, it's anything that you commit to, anything that your child commits to is a sacrifice on your time and on your budget and all of those things. And I hope that seeing your student come together with a bunch of strangers for a weekend and making beautiful music inspires you and gives you some rest assurance to know that your commitment to time and your commitment to the financial obligations of being in music and all of those things are paying off. Because these students are doing things here at these events and in their home schools that they don't do very often anymore, where they get together and they have to focus for hours upon hours on one goal and really work hard to make that happen. And these students have been very, very just amazing. They've worked very hard. They've done everything that I've asked them to do and then some. They've asked questions. They've wanted to participate in every way possible. So I'm very fortunate and very thankful to have had this opportunity. So I extend my thank you to everyone in the room for that. We're going to close our portion of the concert today with a piece by Carol Chambers. I'm very fortunate to know Carol and call her a great friend. We worked together in San Antonio, Texas when I taught down there, and she kind of got her start writing and orchestrating music for marching bands, and then people started saying, well, you gotta write a concert band piece. And now she has a catalog of, I don't know, close to probably 30 or 40 concert band pieces. She specifically likes to write a lot of music for very young bands, grades 1 and 2. This is one of her very few pieces that she has written in the grade 5 area, the grade 5 literature, more challenging for high school groups. And it's a really neat piece. I spoke to her just a couple of days ago, and she says she can't confirm this because she doesn't know for sure, but this might be the actual first public performance of this piece. We're not 100% sure. It was just published a couple of months ago, and so we're excited to premiere this. It's a great piece. I would recommend all states get it on their festival list. It challenges the students. It's got solo opportunities, lots of change, lots of variety, and it's been a lot of fun. And again, this was written about a personal experience with someone who left the world way sooner than they should have and didn't get to fully share the light that they have inside of them. And so that was kind of what inspired this piece. And I think we can all sort of, we've experienced that with someone in our lives who we knew they had a lot more life to live and it was taken a little bit too soon. Now, it's not a sad, sappy piece by any means. It's very actually uplifting and joyful. So we hope you enjoy, and I thank you for being such wonderful hosts and a wonderful audience. And I would love to come back anytime. So thank you very much. One more time from the concert band. This is Bright Light World.